Here is a bonus video about how they make vaccines. And the picture in the background is not there by accident. The picture in the background shows you a bunch of eggs and these people that seem to be injecting the eggs or what looks like a hairdryer. But what they are doing is they are actually inoculating the eggs with a particular virus, yeah, or a particular pathogen. So they literally, this is what they will be doing to manufacture the COVID vaccine when it gets happening, or the one that they're administering in their human trials and their ferret trials, is they inject it into eggs, they incubate the eggs, and what happens is the eggs act like little antigen producing factories. They let the eggs kind of get infected and the virus will reproduce and reproduce and reproduce. And eventually you just get heaps and heaps of antigens in those eggs. So what they do is they then harvest the eggs and they extract the antigens. It looks like they're doing it in a giant washing machine. I'm not sure how they do it, but that's what they do. They then store them and they formulate them, and what they do is this is where they are making the vaccine. Because remember, what is a vaccine? A vaccine is just some different antigens that we need to inject into ourselves so that we can develop our own memory B cells. Then it goes through a whole bunch of quality control, filling these vials, blah, 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 packaging. Finally, it needs to get the big stamp of approval from the health authorities before we distribute it out to the pharmacy. Now, I was watching a really interesting clip and I'm hoping that I can find it and shove it in our YouTube playlist. And that is about a really interesting thing that we're going to be dealing with, and it's called vaccine nationalism. Now, you girls are going to be out in the world when this happens. I don't want to get too far into it here, but vaccine nationalism is essentially how do we stop countries, the countries that are producing the vaccine, from keeping it all to themselves and not giving it to who needs it the most. So I did a really good bit on the project the other night. I'm going to see if I can find the clip and put it onto YouTube for you, and we'll watch it in class as well.